TV soap news and spoilers. Today we dive into one of the most twisted and heart-wrenching storylines on Days of Our Lives. The question burning in everyone's minds is this: will the fake Abigail finally reveal the truth to Chad DiMera and plead with him to save her mother? It's a tale of deceit, blackmail, and the impossible choices that force good people to do bad things. Let's unravel this gripping drama together. At the heart of this tangled web is Marin, a kind-hearted woman who never intended to hurt anyone, let alone Chad DiMera. Marin's life took a tragic turn when she was thrust into a dangerous scheme orchestrated by the ruthless Clyde Weston. Clyde's sinister plan hinges on using Marin's resemblance to the late Abigail Devereaux, Chad's beloved wife, to manipulate and infiltrate the powerful DiMera family. Clyde's motives are clear. He wants control of the DiMera empire, and he's willing to use anyone, no matter the cost, to get it. Clyde is holding Marin's mother's life over her head like a guillotine, forcing her to impersonate Abigail in a sickening game of charades. For Marin, there is no other choice. She must continue the ruse, pretending to be the woman Chad loved and lost, or risk her mother's life. The guilt and fear weigh heavily on Marin's shoulders as she struggles to keep up the facade, torn between her own conscience and the desperate need to protect her family. Though Marin is deeply conflicted, she has found herself trapped in a game where the stakes are life and death. Clyde's threats are ever present, and his control over Marin is absolute. But Marin's internal battle rages on. She despises lying to Chad, a man she has grown to care for deeply. She knows Chad's pain, his grief over losing Abigail, and she cannot bear to be the instrument of his further torment. But every time she considers coming clean, she's reminded of the dire consequences she and her family would face. Adding to Marin's turmoil is her brother, Dr. Mark, who is equally ensnared in Clyde's web of manipulation. Mark, a talented but conflicted doctor, understands the risk they are taking by continuing to deceive Chad. He's seen the danger up close and knows that Clyde is not a man to be trifled with. Mark constantly reminds Marin of the precarious position they are in. Any slip-up could mean their mother's life. The two siblings are locked in a painful struggle, wanting to do the right thing but paralyzed by fear of the consequences. As Clyde tightens his grip, his demands grow more outrageous. He has made it clear to Marin that her charade isn't just about fooling Chad. It's about cementing Clyde's power over the DiMera empire. He orders Marin to marry Chad as quickly as possible, a bold move that would grant him the leverage he needs to dismantle the DiMera dynasty from within. For Clyde, this is more than a game. It's a calculated strategy to seize control, and Marin and Mark are his pawns. Despite Clyde's threats, Marin's conscience gnaws at her daily. Every time she looks into Chad's eyes, she's reminded of the lie she's living. She sees the hope he holds on to, the belief that perhaps Abigail has somehow returned to him, and it breaks her heart to know she's part of his suffering. She wants nothing more than to tell Chad the truth, to beg for his help in saving her mother, and to finally put an end to this nightmare. But every time she musters the courage, Mark's voice echoes in her mind. He warns her that Clyde's reach extends far beyond what they can see. Clyde's influence is insidious, and his threats are not empty. They both know that Clyde has connections that could make their lives, and the life of their mother, a living hell. Mark pleads with Marin to stay the course, to play her part until they can find a way out that doesn't end in tragedy. However, time is running out. Clyde's impatience grows with each passing day, and his orders are becoming increasingly erratic. He wants results, and he's not willing to wait much longer. The pressure on Marin intensifies as Clyde's demands escalate, and she finds herself cornered between her own integrity and the very real danger Clyde poses. The tension reaches a boiling point when Clyde delivers his final ultimatum: marry Chad or face the deadly consequences. As the walls close in, Marin is faced with an impossible decision. Will she continue to deceive the man who's come to trust her, or will she risk everything by revealing the truth? It's a decision that weighs heavily on her, knowing that whatever choice she makes, someone she loves will be hurt. The stakes have never been higher, and the fallout of her decision could change the lives of everyone involved. Marin stands on the precipice of her greatest fear. betraying Chad once again by keeping up the lie or finally confessing everything and putting her trust in him to help save her mother. She knows that Chad, with all his resources and connections, might be their only hope. But asking for his help means tearing down the carefully constructed illusion she's maintained, exposing her deepest fears, and placing her family's fate in his hands. Clyde's threats, Mark's warnings, and Chad's unknowing trust all weigh heavily on Marin's heart. She's been backed into a corner, with no clear path that doesn't lead to pain and loss. As she contemplates her next move, the stakes of her deception become painfully clear. One false step could mean the end for her mother, her brother, and herself. Marin's dilemma captures the essence of what makes Days of Our Lives so captivating. The impossible choices, the moral quandaries, and the tangled web of love, lies, and loyalty. Will Marin finally break free from Clyde's grip, reveal her true identity to Chad, and beg for his help to save her mother? Or will she continue down this dark path, sacrificing her own happiness and integrity to protect those she loves? Only time will tell how this intense and heart-wrenching storyline will unfold. Will Chad be able to forgive the ultimate betrayal, or will this revelation shatter him beyond repair? Can Marin and Mark escape Clyde's clutches, or are they doomed to be pawns in his ruthless game forever? The answers lie in the choices Marin must make, and we, the viewers, are on the edge of our seats, waiting to see if she'll muster the courage to do what's right. Stay tuned to find out if the fake Abigail finally reveals her truth. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.